What's so special about forming routines anyway? Aren't they just a way to restrict my creativity? I need to be unstructured. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. Okay, well, you go ahead with your unstructured bad self, but I'll take routines any day. Why? Because they actually free you from having to think about what to do next. Now, I'm not saying that everything you do has to be rigidly inserted into a routine, but I am saying that routines can help you be more effective and save on the mental drag of task switching, and they actually help you get better at whatever it is you're doing. When you form a routine to work through a task or project, it helps you know what comes next. What's the next step? That immediately stops the mental friction that comes with thinking through task switching. Think about it. If you have a routine that every Thursday afternoon at 3, you'll sit down to review your notes, write 2 video scripts, and prep them into a blog post, then when Thursday rolls around, you don't have to go through the process of making a decision about what to do and what comes next. It's a routine. You already know what to do and what comes next. Now you just have to get to the doing. Another huge value in routines is that when you do something over and over again, it gets easier to spot how it could be done better. And not for nothing, but how you could get better at it. That's actually why a lot of online experts caution against batching huge amounts of videos, because recording 6 months of videos in 1 week isn't nearly as helpful as recording 2 videos every 2 weeks. Because when you record every other week, you get loads of practice opportunities. The repetition makes you better, and the frequency gives you more chances to refine your delivery. So, we agree, routines are good. But how can you form effective business routines? Well, first, determine what needs doing and how often. Now, you may have 3 things a month or it may be 10. Just be sure you've thoroughly thought through what the tasks are. And don't forget to figure out how long each one will take. So if you're processing bills, does that usually take 1 hour or 3 hours? Next, map it out on a calendar. Now take note, I didn't say schedule it on your calendar, at least not yet, but map it out. What does that look like? Is it 1 session or 2 or 3 or 5? And how long is each session? What gets accomplished at each session? Let's take a look at video production as an example. Once the script has been written, we have to break it down into an editing roadmap. That shows where titles or B-roll will happen. Then, once we have the editing roadmap, we select music and clips. Then, the video gets edited and rendered. Now, creating the editing roadmap takes about an hour, and selecting music and clips can take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Then the actual edit takes another 2 hours or so. But in going through this routine, I've found that mentally it's better to do the roadmap, music and clip selection, and final editing all on different days. It helps my creative workflow and makes me more efficient. So we calendar it that way. Roadmap on Tuesday, music and clips on Wednesday, and final editing on Thursday. So with all that, I know that on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm going to need anywhere from 1 to 3 hours depending for video work. Then I do that for all the routines I have in my business, and I align them all on one calendar. What does that look like? What about once I add in personal obligations or events, like being home for dinner every night by 7 or getting 8 hours of sleep? And finally, add in the goals you've set for the year. By the way, if you're having difficulty in figuring out goals, check out last week's episode. Okay, now you have everything aligned on the calendar. What does that look like? It could be a solid block. Are you blocking in 10 hours every day? Well, then something needs to be revised. You could reduce the number of goals you have or reduce the number of routines you have. What about keeping the routines but reducing their complexity? Another option, and this is my favorite, delegate. Get help. And here's a pro tip. Most routines can be delegated in whole or in part to someone or something else. Think outsourcing or automation. Another pro tip, don't forget to schedule open brain space time for reading, thinking, or writing. I like to take at least a whole day each month. Taking the day gives me enough time to get fully in the zone and be fully creative in my thinking and planning. So try these tips to create or develop routines that can unlock massive productivity in your business. Oh, also, remember your routines will change and grow over time. In fact, some may even become obsolete. But that's good. It shows that they're adapting and staying viable and valuable as your needs change. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share. And if you're struggling with how to get your business off the ground and what comes next, check out the Leader's Journey Business Builder. I designed this completely free video series to help you with figuring out who your customer is and where to find her, how to sell without selling, how to package and deliver your service, and much more. Check it out by using the link leadersjourneyexperience.com. And remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.